You are all students. You are all very young. Immense possibilities lie before you, which is why you must realize the possibilities that lie before you. Human life is very precious. It has immense potential, and it is the duty of education, to provide input to you, to your mind, to enable you to understand life, to take conscious decisions for yourself and your future. Unfortunately, this is not happening in our schools, and this is a problem worldwide. People criticize the education system, especially in India, saying that this is programmed to make you servants. That means serve either the government or the private sector, naukri, employment-oriented education, not looking into other aspects of life. This is not true, by the way. Not true, because this education system does not even empower you to get a good employment, doesn't. If it empowered you to earn a good deal of money and to ensure that as soon as you passed out, you became either profitably self-employed or employed elsewhere, it would also make some sense. But the education system here, or the education here, does not really empower you to become profitably self-employed or employed. This is just a kind of formality being completed to say that you are a graduate or you are 10th pass or 12th pass. That gives you some respect in the society, to your parents and to you, that yes, this boy is a graduate. Probably it gives you a ticket for marriage also, because girls won't marry you unless you are at least a graduate. And boys won't marry girls today if they are not graduate. It has become a social phenomenon rather than the educational phenomenon. Now, what do I want to say? Am I criticizing only? You should not only criticize. Criticizing is the easiest of all things. Criticize anybody, any institution. But you have to come out with some suggestions what to do now. So I'll give you a broad blueprint of what education should be like. Here, in the US, in Europe, in Africa. The first and foremost thing that the education must give you is to empower your brain, your mind, to think. Think for yourself. I tell you that you should do this, not do that, do this, this. Do not do this. And you have to obey that. Schools are made to obey you, obey the rules. Well, it's good to obey the rules. No, not that there should be no rule. Yes, rules must be obeyed. Say, school says you come in this uniform. You ought to go there in the uniform. That much of a framework of regulation must be there. A life unregulated is a life wasted practically, most of cases. So there should be regulation in life, rules in life, yes, I agree with that. But within that broad framework of rules, which should not be too stringent, you should be allowed to think and decide for yourself. Now, as a child, you cannot really decide, I tell you. If Keshiel is asked, he is 11 years old, to take all decisions for himself, he won't be able to. You are 18-year-old, say, then you can take decisions. Your brain has matured physically also. Now, the duty of an educationist or an education system is to ignite your thinking. Start thinking. Now, what kind of thinking? If they say that you are born a Hindu, or born a Muslim, or born a Christian, you must follow all the rules in detail given by Islam or Hinduism. Hinduism doesn't have any rule framework, so I can't say, or any other faith. Okay, it's good to follow your family, go to Pet temple, okay, go to temple. Yes, go with reverence. Don't hurt people, and it's good to develop respect and reverence in you. You should not become irreverent towards anything. But if I make you a servant of mine, you must follow my rules, Islam's rules, Hindus' rules, Christian rules. Communists, I'm born in a communist family, you must believe what Marx believed, must believe. That is a problem. Now what should be done then? You have got a processor within you, and a fairly advanced processor, more advanced than Intel 5. Each of you, Intel can't compete with you. It's much more profound than any machine. What is my duty as an educator, as a gurukul, or as a school, is not just to make an obedient child. You obey everything that I say, but to tell you that, look, you are not mature enough for judging for yourself. So listen to the elders, the family and the teachers and the gurukul and the school. But nature has given you the right faculties for processing the information. So my duty as an educator is what? I should give you all kinds of input here, from this direction, from that direction, contradictory information of different faiths, of different ideologies, so that you have all the information in your mind. Now, how does a mixie process the food? If there is nothing in it, tell me. It will bring out a juice from the oranges, but there should be orange within it, put into it, no? So that information I must give you. If you belong to a particular faith, I should let you know about other faiths also and give you a choice to judge what is right, what is wrong. If you are in a particular faith, there are many sects, then you should tell that this is the idea of this sect and this is the view of this sect. So decide which is the best. Now, for deciding what is the best, you should know about ethics, the principles of ethics, the various principles of ethics, not one principle of ethics, not Islamic, not communist, not capitalist, not Hindu. You should know. Therefore, because life is multidimensional, so from all dimensions there should be input. From science there should be input. From religion there should be input, because they both impact our life. You are every day roaming in a world full of technology. Now, you should know above all about yourself first. What is your potential? Now, if I give you all the inputs honestly to your brain, your processor will have the material to process. No, computer can only process the information if it has the information. No. So, one of the basic duties of the educator is to furnish your mind with furniture. A dining table, a sofa set, a table, a side table, a fan. Your mind is there like a room. It has to be furnished. Thoughts, ideas are all furniture of your mind. And if the system doesn't give you that opportunity, anywhere you are there, Africa, Latin America, Europe, or India, or China, you should yourself try to get a glimpse of all kinds of things. Life is a huge spectrum, like a rainbow. One color here, one color here, one color here, one color here, one color here. You should be able to traverse the whole spectrum. Then you can take the best decision as to what to do in life. Today, you will see students are spoiled mostly because they won't obey any restrictions. The times are gone now that you can tie anybody with a rope to a particular post. You can't. It's a free society. In most places, not in all places by the way, even today, there's a lot of restriction. China, a lot of restriction. Islamic countries, lots of restriction. What I'm trying to tell you is that there are restrictions in many parts of the world, serious restrictions which feel you suffocated. But even there, the internet is there, books are there, connect with the books, connect with the internet, and try to gather information that gives you light. What's happening today? That children, adolescents, and youth of the world are too much into sensual pleasures, too much, and too much into the concept of freedom. I want to smoke, okay. I want to drink. I want to roam about freely with nothing to do. Skip the classes, go to watch a movie, and they have many more distractions. They don't study these days. They don't study. They enjoy life. What is the meaning of enjoying life? You are a total fool if you don't build your future. Today you will enjoy. Your parents are funding you. Tomorrow you'll be on the road. Then you will cry. I wasted my time when I was supposed to study, when I was supposed to build up my life, my future. No. Therefore, the fault doesn't lie only with the children or adolescents. They lack guidance. Therefore, I want to tell all of you, and through all other children and all adolescent people, young people, that life is very precious. It is you who is going to be in trouble after a few years. Remember that. Not me, you. If you waste your time, don't utilize your time properly. For knowing the world, for studying, how do you know the world? Can you go to China immediately? Can you go to USA? No, you should not. You cannot afford to. You have to go through other means, books, the internet, information. So two things, information of all kinds, and then the capacity to process the information. None of the two is being built today. In some societies, there's a lot of information like the USA, unnecessary information. Children are watching porn films. So what will happen to them? They will forget about everything else. Which is why the Gurukul system said earlier that you be a brahmachari, a celibate for 25 years. Don't get distracted. It's very easy to get distracted. So you spoil your life, and then later you cry. You become a drug addict because you can't manage your life, so you don't know what to do. So you start becoming a drug addict. You forget about the world. What happens when you drink wine, liquor? You forget for some time. You feel light. So you forget your sorrow for misery for some time, say 2 hours or maybe 10 hours or 8 hours. Then again you wake up to the reality that, oh no, I was experiencing reverie unnecessarily. This is the world like. So my point is that try to avoid distractions. If you go into those things, which is why the principle of celibacy, brahmacharya, nothing to do with girls, boys, friends, not even among boys, don't make too many friends. If you make too many friends, your life is gone, I tell you. Everything within limits, who don't distract you. If you have friends of your own type who will sit with you and brainstorm, discuss books, ideas, discuss the subjects, then you will benefit from that. So, build your life. And this is why in our Gurukul we take care that we don't make you a bigot, that you must believe this. No. The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita. Why we go after the Bhagavad Gita? The only book which makes sense really, I tell you. He says don't go by what I say. He is God, He has shown His figure to in the 11th chapter, he has shown his cosmic figure to Arjuna. And even then he says that this is my opinion, Arjuna. God says, this is my opinion. Don't follow my opinion without thinking. Do as you wish. Take the responsibility. I will not be responsible for your actions. You will be responsible for your own actions. Take your own decisions, right? So therefore, my message is that gather information from all sides. There's a very old saying in Sanskrit, Ano bhadra kratavo yantu vishvata. Let ideas flow into your mind from all directions. Open your mind. Don't close it. Hari Sharanam.
Hari Sharanam.